Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to generate unique content for social media using AI. So we are going to learn step by step that how we can automatically generate unique and on-point content for all our social media posts as well as the images which we want to post on different titles. So what we will do, we will simply set up a connection between our Google Sheets where we have the data related to the titles which we want to post and open AI, and we are going to generate images as well as captions for all our posts automatically, and then automatically we are going to post that same image on our social media handles as well. And we are not going to use any kind of coding or programming skills for this entire process. We will simply use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. So if you also want to learn this amazing automation step by step, then you have to come towards my screen for that. So welcome to my screen. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step that how we can generate social media content like image as well as captions for our post to share our post on regular basis without any manual efforts. So here I'm going to set up connections between the applications which I'm going to use. So this is the spreadsheet which I have prepared to add the titles of the post which I want to share on my social media. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up a connection in such a way that as soon as I'm going to add a new title in this particular spreadsheet, then automatically the content, that means the caption, will be generated on that title with the help of OpenAI, ChatGPT. And as soon as the content will be generated, automatically an image will also be generated based on that content and the title. And that I'm going to do with the help of Dall-E. Okay. So you can see that the image is generated, and as soon as the content and the image will be generated, these details will also be updated in my spreadsheet so that I will be able to create a record automatically that what I'm posting, what kind of images and content I'm posting on my social media platforms along with the title, and automatically then it will also be shared as a post on our social media accounts, whatever we are going to select. We are going to create this automation without the requirement of any coding or programming skills, as I've told you. For this, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which allows us to set connections between different applications without the requirement of coding, and it will help us to automate all our repetitive tasks. So with this, we are going to set up a connection between our applications such as Google Sheets, OpenAI, Facebook, or any other social media platform also if you want to connect in such a way that whenever you are going to add a new title in your Google Sheets, a content and an image will be generated for the same, and that too on the point, and a unique image as well as content, and it will be shared automatically as a post on your Facebook account. In this way, you will be able to automate the entire process of social media content generation as well as posting. Now, this is the home page of Pabbly Connect where you can reach by tapping this URL pabbly.com/connect in your browser. After coming over here, you will find two options, sign in and sign up for free. So in case if you are an existing user like me, you can directly click on sign in. But if you are a new user, you have to click on sign up for free button. It will allow you to create your free new account just in 2 minutes. Plus, it will also give you 100 free tasks every month after creation of the account to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations according to your requirements. Now, currently I'm going to click on sign in because I am already an existing user. This is all app section of Pabbly where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. Okay, to create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. So on this dashboard, we can find all of our workflows which we have created. And we can also create different folders over here to save our workflows separately and according to our requirements. Now we'll click on create workflow option to create a new workflow. And here, first of all, we have to provide a name to our workflow. So I'm going to give a name over here. Generate unique content for social media using AI. So because we are going to use AI for generating the content of our social media, therefore this is the workflow name I'm going to give. But you can give any name to your workflows according to your choice. Now we have to select the folder in which we want to save the workflow. So I have created multiple folders over here, but specifically I want to save this workflow in social media automations folder. I have selected that, and now let's click on create. In this way, you can also save your workflow separately by creating different folders on your dashboard. As we have done that, we can see that two windows are open in front of us. First is the trigger and the other is action. So what are trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the basic concepts, or we can see these are the building blocks of the entire automation, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can add as many actions as we want. Now let's suppose we are going to take Google Sheets in our trigger, and because we want to generate the content, let's suppose we are going to add open AI, that means ChatGPT, in our next action step. So here we can clearly see that action is following what the trigger commands, because when the trigger happens, that means when the title is added in our Google Sheets and we are receiving the response, then only the content is generated on that title, otherwise not. So after understanding the concept of trigger and action, let's start creating this workflow step by step. First of all, we will select our trigger application. So this is another spreadsheet which I have recently created, okay, with the same name, content for social media. It contains 3 columns over here. Column A contains title, column B contains content for this title, and column C contains the image. So what my objective is, actually I have an event management company and I want to share posts related to my event management company regularly on my Facebook account, on my Facebook page, okay. So what I will do, I will simply add new title on which I want to share the post, and as I will do that, automatically the captions related to this title will be generated and will be added in front of it, and also an image will be generated with the help of Dall-E and it will be added in front of this title, and then the same content as well as the image will be posted automatically on my Facebook page daily or regularly. So here I have created this spreadsheet. Now I'm going to set up a connection between my Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect so that we can receive the response of this title towards Pabbly Connect whenever a new title will be added. For that, we have to select our trigger application as Google Sheets. So let's select that. Now we have to select the trigger event. So what is trigger event? Trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to trigger, or basically it is going to start. So new or updated spreadsheet row will be our trigger event over here, as we wanted whenever a new row will be added in our spreadsheet, then automatically the response should be captured, and with that response the workflow should get triggered. As we have done that, we can see that our book URL is provided to us along with some instructions. So basically we have to follow these instructions step by step to set up this connection, and very importantly, the webbook URL is going to act as a bridge for transferring the data from Google Sheets towards Pabbly Connect whenever a new row will be added. So let's copy this URL, and then I'm going to tell you exactly what we are supposed to do to build this connection. So first of all, I will take you towards my spreadsheet, and here we have to go towards extensions section from the top to set up this connection. Now we have to go towards add-ons, and we have to click on get add-ons. As we have done that, we can see that it has taken us towards Google Workspace Marketplace. Now here we have to search for Pabbly Connect Webbooks. So Pabbly Connect Webbook is the add-on which we need to install in Google Sheets to set up this connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I've already installed this add-on, so I'm just going to cross this for now. Once you will install the add-on for the very first time, you also have to refresh your spreadsheet. It is a very important step. Then only you will be able to find the option of Pabbly Connect Webbooks under extensions. So we'll go towards Pabbly Connect Webbooks, and here we have to click on initial setup. So basically we have to perform an initial setup to set up the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect, in which we have to enter 2 details, webbook URL and trigger column. So first of all, we have to paste the URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect in this webbook URL field, and the next is trigger column. Now what is trigger column? The concept of trigger column says that whenever a new row will be added in our spreadsheet up till this particular column, then the entire row will be immediately sent towards Pabbly Connect as a response. It is also given in the instructions under trigger column that the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row will be sent to the webbook URL. Now in my spreadsheet, you can see there are 3 columns as I've told you. So column A will be my trigger column over here, because I want that as soon as I'm going to add a new title in my spreadsheet, that is in column A, so automatically the response should be captured in Pabbly Connect. So the rest of the columns, column B and column C, will be used further when we are going to generate the image as well as the content. They will be updated automatically. Okay, for that I have added them. Now my trigger column will be column A. So here I'm going to select A. Accordingly, according to your requirements, you have to select your trigger column as I've told you the concept. Now you'll click on send test to send the test response we have towards Pabbly Connect. As we have done that, we can see that the test data is sent successfully, this title. Now we will submit this setup, and here our configuration is successful. So let's just cross this. We will move back towards Pabbly Connect, and here we have already received the response. In this response, we can see that these are all the same details which we have in our spreadsheet. This is the trigger column which we have entered. Here is the title which we have received. Okay, from concept to reality, your dream event awaits. Okay, content for social media. This is the name of my spreadsheet. Here is the spreadsheet ID. This is the sheet name, sheet ID, and this is the row index. That means the row in which the data is added. So this is row 2. Here we have received row index as 2. Okay, because we have received this response, this means that our connection is absolutely successful. Now after we have built this connection, because our objective is that now whenever we are going to add a new row, immediately the response should be captured in Pabbly Connect without any manual efforts. For that, we have to perform one more step. We have to go towards extensions once again, Pabbly Connect Webbooks, and we have to click on send on event button. As we have done that, we have made sure that now whenever we are going to add a new row up till our trigger column, then immediately the response will be keep on sending towards Pabbly Connect. Okay, so up till now we have set up the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. Now our objective is to generate the content as well as image on the title which we have received from Google Sheets. For that we have to use OpenAI. So now I'm going to set up connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect. For that, let's move towards our action step, and our action application over here will be OpenAI. Now we have to select the action event. So first of all, I'm going to generate the captions, that means the content for my post. Therefore, I'm going to use ChatGPT over here for that. Okay, one more thing. Instead of OpenAI, you can also use any other application if you want to generate the content with the help of that. Okay, such as Leonardo AI, OpenRouter, etc. So I am going to use OpenAI over here to generate the captions as well as the content. Now we'll click on connect, and here we have to build a connection with OpenAI and Pabbly Connect. So for that, I have two options: add new connection and select existing connection. If you already have an existing connection, you can also go with that. But to create a new connection, you have to go towards add new connection, and for that you also have to provide a token. So now from where you're going to find that token? First of all, for that you have to log into your OpenAI account, and then you have to click on this hyperlink. It is going to take you towards OpenAI API key page. From there you can generate your token and paste it over here very easily. Now here, because I've already built a connection earlier as well with my OpenAI account, so I'm going to go with existing connection, and here I'm going to click on save. As we have done that, we can see that our connection is absolutely successful. Now we'll move forward for selecting the model. So which model you want to use in order to generate the content? We have multiple options over here, but recently ChatGPT 4o model is latest version, so I'm going to use this ChatGPT 4o model to generate my content. Now we have to move towards our next step, that is very important: prompt. Prompt is the command or the order which we need to provide to ChatGPT that what we want it to do for us. Because our objective is to generate captions for our social media post related to the titles which we have received from Google Sheets. So here our prompt will be according to that. So whatever needs and whatever requirements you have related to the content which you want to generate, you have to include all these requirements over here in your prompt, and you have to include what kind of data actually you want. So this is my prompt: hi ChatGPT, I need your help to create short and catchy captions for my event management company. Here I have also mentioned the name of my company, Sparkle Events. This is for my Facebook post. I have also included that I am generating the captions for my Facebook post. Okay, also at the end include my contact details for booking, phone number and email address. So here I have provided the details related to my contact, for example the phone number and email, so that the captions could include the details that how the leads or how the customers could contact me for bookings. Okay, now I'm going to simply enter the post title on which I want to generate the caption. Here I have just used a very small prompt and it is very basic, but you can definitely add all your requirements in it. It should also include the details related to your business or the reasons for which you are creating the post, everything. Let's move forward, and we are going to enter the title and on which title we want to generate the post. This is what we have received from our Google Sheets response. So we will simply use that same response and we will map the data over here. Now what is mapping? Mapping is inserting data from previous step. Here our previous step is given and here are all the details. We want to map the title. So let's select title over here from the response and it is mapped. Now as we have mapped this title, it has become dynamic. That means with each and every new response, it is going to be automatically replaced. So whenever a new title will be added in our Google Sheets and it will be received as a response over here in Pabbly Connect, automatically the title is going to replace from this particular field without any manual efforts, and in this way we are going to generate the captions for each of the titles automatically. So in this way basically we are going to automate the entire task. So because we have not entered this prompt and the post title with the help of mapping, we have entered it manually, so it has become static and now it is not going to replace. So the prompt will be same for each of the titles. That means we are going to generate the captions every time for different titles. Let's click on save and send test request button to receive the response and to generate the caption. And yes, here we can see that we have received the response: from concept to reality, your dream event awaits. So transform your dreams into dazzling experience with Sparkle Events. Leave the details to us and enjoy the celebration of lifetime. This is the booking contact number and this is the email. So this is a very nice content. Along with this, you can see that I have not mentioned, but then too it has provided me some useful tags which we can use in order to give our post a wide reach. Okay, so now as we have generated the content, we will generate the image also related to this title. So for that, once again we are going to click on this add action step button and our action application will be once again OpenAI over here. Now we have to select the action event, and for generating the events I'm going to use Dall-E. So I'm going to select this and I'm going to click on connect. Now we will go with the existing connection only, as we have already built that earlier as well. After building this connection, we have to select the model by using which we want to generate the images. So here I'm going to use Dall-E 3 model in order to generate the image because it is the latest. Now we'll move forward and we have to select the prompt over here as well, that what we want it to do for us, what kind of image we want. So here I'm going to give a simple prompt, that is, so this is my prompt: generate a visually appealing image for my event management company Sparkle Events Facebook post. Include high quality images related to event planning such as beautiful event setups, happy attendees or elegant decorations. Here I'm going to simply map the post title on which I want to generate this image, and this is my prompt ready. So you can give the prompt as I told you according to your requirements. You can include each and every detail you want in your image. Now we have to move forward towards number of images to be generated. So here we can enter the number of images to be generated must be between 1 and 10. So you can generate the number of images from 1 up till 10. So how many images you want to generate, you can enter that number between 1 to 10. So currently I'm going to enter 1 because I only want to generate a single image each time. Now we have to select the size. So here the instructions for selecting the size is given very clearly. We just have to follow that. If you are using Dall-E 2 model, then these size of the images will be considered. But if you are using Dall-E 3 models, then these sizes will be considered only. So because I'm using Dall-E 3 model, so I'm going to select 1024 into 1024 size. Now the next is quality. What kind of quality you want? So if you are using Dall-E 3 model, then you can also go for HD quality of images, but Dall-E 2 model does not support that. Okay. So I'm going to select HD model. Now we have to select the style. In case if you are using Dall-E 3 model, so you have two styles over here, vivid or natural. So whatever image you want to generate, you can select the style accordingly. So it is given in the note also that you can select vivid or natural styles for Dall-E 3 model. Vivid creates hyper real and dramatic images while natural produces more realistic ones. So here I'm going to go with vivid style, okay, because I want to generate some catchy images. Okay, I've selected vivid over here. Now let's click on save and send test request button to generate the image. And here we can see that the image is generated. So this is the URL of the image and this is the prompt which we have given. Okay, so now I'm going to simply copy the URL and I'm going to open it in a new tab to check whether the image is correct or not. And yes, here we can see that this is very beautiful image and all the things are reflecting the prompt which I have entered while generating this image. So we'll go back. Now our objective is to update the details which we have recently generated in our Google Sheets first of all to create a record. So first of all, I'm going to update the content in front of the title. So we'll move back. We'll click on this add action step button once and we'll simply select Google Sheets once again in our action step to set up the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect to update the cell. Here our action event will be update cell values. And now we have to click on connect as we have already built the connection. So we'll go with the existing connection only. Now after building the connection, we have to move forward towards selecting the spreadsheet. So my spreadsheet name is already selected over here as content for social media and the sheet is also selected. Now we have to move forward towards entering the range. So in what range you want to update the value? So I want to update content over here which is given in column B and row number 2 currently. But here the case is that column is going to be same each time, the content column, but rows are going to differ and it is going to change because we are going to add different new titles in different rows. So we have to enter the column in the static format, but we have to keep the rows dynamic. So what we will do, we have to enter this format in the range, that is this is the column name and this is the row index. So here I will simply enter column B manually to make it static, but I will map the row index which we have received from our earlier response, that is 2. So B2 is our range. Now because we have mapped the row index, it is going to replace automatically with each and every new response, and in this way we have made the range dynamic. Now we have to map the value which we want to enter over here. So we have to enter the caption which we have generated. So let's click on save and send test request button and we have received the response. So let's go and check. And yes, here automatically the details are added. This is the content in front of the title. Now in the same manner, we want to update the image URL as well. So once again, we will click on this add action step button and once again, we will set up connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. Now we have to select action event, that will be update row values. Once again, let's click on connect. We will go with the existing connection only. And quickly I'm going to enter the range. This time the range will be C2. So here I'm going to enter C manually and I will simply map the row index. And the value will be the URL of the image which we have generated. And here we have received the response once again. So let's go and check. And the image URL is automatically added. So our row is completed. This is the title. In front of the title, we have the content and this is the image. Now finally, after updating everything, we want to post the same content as well as the image as a post on our Facebook page. This is my Facebook page, Sparkle Evenings. I have created this for promoting my event management company. So now I'm going to post the image as well as the content over here. Let's click on this add action step button once again, and here our action application will be Facebook pages. Now we have to select the action event, create page photo post. So I want to create a post with a photo, so I have selected this event. Let's click on connect, and here I'm going to select add new connection to build a new connection with my Facebook pages account. I have already logged into my page as well, so you also have to keep in mind to log in the applications before making the connection. Let's click on connect with Facebook pages, and here we will select the account, and the authorization has become successful. Let's move forward. Here we have to select the page. The name of my page is Sparkle Evening, so I have selected that. Now it is asking us for the photo URL. So I will simply map the URL which was generated, and now I'm going to map the description as well. So this is very easy. We have simply mapped the details, and now let's click on save and send test request button. And here we have received the response along with the post ID. So let's go and check on our Facebook page whether a new post is created there or not. Here I'm going to refresh my page once. And we can see that yes, the same image is shared as a post along with the same content. This means that our connection is absolutely successful. So finally we have set up the connections between all these applications. Now one more thing I have to tell you, that you might be thinking that this is a very long process, but once you will set up this connection by giving your 10 to 12 minutes, then automatically everything will be perfect. So after that, as soon as you will be adding a title in your Google Sheets related to the post, the image as well as the content will be automatically generated, perfect content as well as a perfect image according to the title you have given, and then all these details will be updated in your Google Sheets for creating a record as well. And as soon as that, the post will also be shared on Facebook or any other application which you're going to set up over here. Okay, so here our connection is successful. Now we are going to test this workflow once again. I am going to add a new title over here in my Google Sheets, and we will see that within seconds a content as well as an image will be added in front of that title, and we will see that the same content and image will also be shared as a post on our Facebook page. That too within seconds without any manual effort. So let me add a new title over here, creating moments that matter. So here I have given the title. Now let's wait for the content. And yes, here we can see that we have not even waited for 5 seconds and we have received a response. This is the content, creating moments that matter with Sparkle events. From unforgettable weddings to spectacular corporate functions, we turn dreams into reality. Let us make your next event shine. This is my contact number and the email as well. And here is the post URL. So here I'm going to just wrap it. Now first of all, I'm going to open this link in a new tab to check what kind of image is being generated. Wow, what a beautiful image is generated. Now I'm going to go towards my Facebook, and you will see that automatically the same image is shared as a post or not. So here I'm going to refresh my Facebook page, and yes, we can see that the image is shared with the same content. What a perfect automation we have set. So in this way, you can also create this amazing automation which will help you to automate the entire process of generating your social media content, the images, as well as posting them on your platforms. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such applications without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also please like our video and subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.